Yeah, hello and welcome everyone to SpeedRunners, the game that is listed on Twitch as a driving and racing game. We will do a lot of driving, actually. Well, actually not. But the racing game is kind of accurate because it is I'd say it's a crossover between a 2D platformer and a racing game. And because we will get into the action very soon, I'll just sum up the rules of the game before I start, because I'll have a ton of action once we get started into the run. So in this speed run we have 16 levels. We have 4 campaigns. Each campaign consists of 4 levels. In each level we are racing against 1 or 3 opponents, and the races are going well, they are set up on a map, and they are in a 2D platformer style, so we are actually racing in a 2D platformer matter. And, well, the thing about it is that the camera always follows the first person in the race, and if someone drops out of camera, they are out of the race. The last person remaining gets 1 point. The first person to get 3 points wins the entire level. And yes, it is a German. I have it set up on German because I'm normally streaming on German. I actually checked if I can switch the language on the fly, but I would have to restart the game for it, so not now. But yeah, I guess let's get into the action. And I actually cannot give a proper countdown because the run starts as soon as the first loading zone fades away. I'll just have to say now start, and then we're going. So let's start the run. And go. So yeah, the metro, the first level. What can we do in the game? We can run, we can jump, we can do double jumps, we can use a kind of dash or an attack move, and we can use the grapple hook. And the combination of all of that is what maneuvers us through the run. So that was the first trick that I did. That was good. We're good to go on the first round. Actually made it, and we'll get the second point right away. And now let's see if I can get the quick third point. That is about here. Let's go. Ah, missed it. Not quite the fastest. Lost about a second there. But that was already the first level. As I said, 16 levels are in the game. Or in the campaigns. At least there is 1 bonus level that we won't see. And there are actually a ton of modded levels. There's a quite big modding community with a level editor. So it's really fun to play the game also casually. But for now we'll do just the main part of the game. So that's the first point. I'll actually wait a second here because we can use a boost, and these like blue, I don't know, like pools, they just fill up our boost meter while we're running through it, and then if we stand in it, then we'll get the full boost meter. So sometimes it actually helps if we stand still for a bit, if we're actually starting the current round in a boost pool. That should be enough. Yep, that's the second level. 2:14 is a really good time on this. So let's get to the third level, the mansion. So we want to get the 3 swings, and we actually want to get through this tiny gap here, and let's see. Yeah, that should be enough. So there are quite a few strats that I can't really explain while I'm doing them, because it's really a lot. It would be a lot to talk about. Oh, there was one of the grapple hooks. These are the most RNG part in the run, the items that the enemies are getting. Some of these items can be really mean, and you actually have to pay attention to what the enemies get on items. Actually, sometimes you can get some really good items yourself. So yeah, I knew that. I actually was jumping already, because I knew that there would be a burning boulder coming. So that should be enough, yeah. A little bit slow for that level, but it's okay. So the next level is the fourth level in the first campaign. It's the last level in the campaign, and the last level is always kind of a boss fight where you don't race against 3 opponents, but only against 1. In this case, we got the boss fight against Moonraker. But 1 opponent only also means that we only have to be faster than 1 person, not be faster than 3 persons. Well, NPCs, not persons actually, but you get the point. So let's see if I can. Ooh, not good. So there would be one method of quick killing here, but we didn't manage to get that. So I guess I have to do it the other way around. So there was a tiny strat that I did there. You may have noticed the wall where I seemingly took a little bit too much time. There was one lever at the top of the wall, and that lever would have opened a door where Moonraker could catch up faster, because Moonraker then wouldn't have to get over the wall as well. So I actually jumped over that lever, which did cost me a little bit of time, but it made Moonraker also have to go over the wall on the one hand, and on the other hand I could land on a downward slope, and if we are landing on downward slopes we can keep a little bit of our falling momentum, and we can actually convert that into horizontal speed, which is pretty convenient if you can do that. So, ooh, that's not good. I have to do a little bit. That's almost the whole round on this map. That's not really good. Here I normally want to get at least 2 points at the at the first turn. But I didn't get that, so we're losing a little bit of time here. Well, actually I might be able to recover it. Yeah, that looks fine. So yeah, next level, which is, yeah, the park, the amusement park. That was one jump too much in the air. And I actually opened the door for the other players. That was a grappling hook I couldn't dodge. Normally it's possible to dodge the grapple hooks. But in that case I didn't have enough time. This game looks really fun. It is really fun. It is actually a very nice game for casual playing, or, well, semi-competitive playing against friends. It has a local multiplayer, it has a network multiplayer, you can play it with up to 4 people. It is really fun. And it has a really high skill cap. I actually started running this game like only 2 or 3 months ago, and between what I can do and what the top runners of this game can do, there's a really big difference still. So it has a really high skill cap. So yeah, that was the amusement park. Next up is the power plant. The power plant is one of the levels that I personally don't like that much, just from the design. But you can do some really interesting quick hill strats here. Let's see if I can get them done. So that should be one. No, it's actually not. Okay, so we should have it here, yeah. So I wasn't even trying to get up at this point as I reached this corner, because I knew that if I set up myself directly in the corner, then the screen would be far enough to the left that the other runners, my competitors, would just end up being off screen and die. So this is also a strat that you can do in this game, just making sure that not just you're the fastest or that you run ahead the fastest way you can, but also make sure that the enemies don't have a proper route where they can follow you. That's also the reason why I went into the right corner on that point. So yeah, next level is Silo. The Silo is the boss fight against Jill, our Sharkman, and it's actually really important how I get the first vertical part done. That looks okay-ish. Yep, that's okay. Actually, I touched the ground here, which is not that nice. So I have to get it this way, and there we got the second one. That's good. Yes, a drop zone, so I have to... Yep, of course. Have to counter it with a boulder. So yeah, what you saw there was a quick turn, but I actually released it too late. If you fall a distance, and I told you before that that you can convert the falling speed into horizontal speed if you land on a slope. You can do a similar trick if you use the grappling hook while falling, and that's what I did right there, but I used the grappling hook for too long, so I went up again and not totally got into the horizontal momentum. Yeah, thank you. Now let's do it this way. I actually have to get the horizontal part down. So you might notice that sometimes the reset point where we start again in the run after I get a point is pretty far backwards. For the most parts, if I'm in the air, it doesn't count towards the, let's say, progress in the lap, so as long as I'm in the air, normally, for the most part, well, I don't get set to a point. The reset point won't change. So the reset point is, for the most part, there's one level where there's an exception to that. But mostly the reset point is at the last place where I touch the ground. Which is quite convenient because like that you can actually use some of the props in the level twice to get an advantage in 2 points and not just one. That's also a strategy that you can use. There's a ton of strategies that you can use, and it's actually hard to talk about each single strategy while you're doing them. That was a really nice strategy for the speedrun. It's called killing time, or just selecting the wrong level. I actually have to go into the club, to the nightclub. So here I just used the ice beam, not in the direction it normally goes, but I turned around for a short time to use it to the left side. And yeah, there's no way I could dodge that. Well, that's interesting. Normally here in the nightclub you don't get reset to this point if you pass through the downwards part. That's kind of interesting. I'm not used to that, but I won't say no to it. So yeah, this grappling hook that the enemy just shot at me, normally, if the enemy manages to catch me, we will switch positions, and it's really annoying if I get hit. You actually can dodge it when the grappling hook is flying towards you by using the diving animation, the diving attack. But you have to pay attention when a grappling hook is coming. And sometimes it's just not possible because you can't react fast enough to it. Okay, that's the second point here in the zoo. And let's go to the hopefully last point. Just noticed, can I do a quick turn there? I actually haven't tried yet. That's not good. So I actually lost a bit of time here, and now we're going, I think we actually are at Swift Peaks right now. Yep. So let's see how we can do Swift Peaks. Yeah. There's one particular thing about this game mode. So what you always can do is like do a training session without any bots, where you can just run laps, and it's really cool. It's a really cool feature if you can just train like that. However, there is one significant change. Because if you're doing the normal training session, what the heck? Normally they shouldn't have two. If you do a training session, then the camera adjusts in a way that you always see what's ahead of you. And if you're the first one in the race, then the camera tries to give the enemies as much room as possible, so you don't see exactly what's directly in front of you sometimes. And that was actually a point where I missed a place where I can grapple hook normally. And it's also a place where I normally do grapple hook, but I tend to miss it a couple of times just because I'm not seeing it when it comes exactly. And it's a fairly small point. So yeah, we're already in the last of the four campaigns. The first level, the casino. That was a rather good example of just converting the falling speed into horizontal momentum with the grappling hook.
Do we have time for a quick message?
Yes, of course.
Alright, thank you very much. I just wanted to remind everyone that anyone who might have just joined in that SpeedCon is benefiting Save the Children. We're currently sitting at $374 in total, which is absolutely amazing. And that means we're basically just $26 away from getting to $400. What's amazing is that, for instance, I mentioned 26. For just 25 of those, you can help train a trafficking survivor to be a peer educator for vulnerable girls. If you increase that to 35, you can even help in securing healthcare, safe shelter, and legal services for a survivor of gender-based violence. So as you can tell, if you help in getting towards those $400 for Save the Children, you can help towards such amazing causes. So let's keep it going, everyone, and thank you very much.
Yeah. And it's always a good cause to help the Save the Children. It's a really great organization, and you can really do a lot with the donations. Okay. So, okay, we are on the last point, and maybe I can show off the fast turn in this level, if the enemies let me do that. Well, it wasn't really a fast turn. It can happen a lot faster there. Just noticed that I still got my boost there. And that's it for this level. 2 more levels to go. Let's go to the resort and then let's go to the airport. So let's see. Okay, that's a really good position for me, a good starting position, because I now can do this and hopefully not get hit by the flaming boulder. That's good. I knew it was coming. So one of the NPCs have it. Okay, one more point to go. Ice beam and grapple hook. That's not nice. Grapple hook should be coming now. Okay. Or just not. Falcon was out quick enough. Okay, last level. Let's go to the airport. The airport is the boss fight against, yeah, our old favorite, the chicken. I actually don't get to get the upper way that often. I normally go below this ceiling we're standing on. So that was kind of a good chance. So yeah, last point. Time is coming up as soon as we see the score screen after the level. And yeah, the AI is dumb enough to just not get it. And we have time.
GG's.
Yeah, thanks. 24:31. Kind of a good run. I'll take it. My personal best is like I think it is a 21:45, like that. So yeah, I'm happy for a marathon. For a marathon run, it's definitely a good time. So yeah, that's.
You definitely outpaced the estimate.
Yeah, but that's what the estimate is for. It's not like I hope I can do it. It's more like I'm pretty sure I can do it in that time.
True indeed. So, do you have any final words you want to say before we move on?
Nothing besides thanks for having me. Thanks for letting me show this game. And yeah, hope you had fun with SpeedRunners, and hope you have fun with the rest of the marathon.
Alright, thank you so much for this showcase. Make sure to give a follow to Mr.Tiger. You can see all the socials here on the layout. With that said, we'll soon be moving on into the intermission, where we'll be waiting for the next run, that is DreamWorks Dragons Dawn of New Riders by Mod366. So get hyped, everybody, and we'll be seeing you right after this short intermission. See ya!